What's up, everybody? It's CatCon week. CatCon 2021 is finally here. Well, a few more days, and the long-awaited CatCon is back and better than ever. And it's going to be happening next week, and we're going to talk about it tonight. I thank you for all my amazing uh, supporters coming into the chat, and make sure you hit that thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. I'm not going to waste any time. I have the one, the only Mr. Steve Douglas here from the Monster Rod Holders factory. How you doing, Mr. Steve?
I'm very good. How about you?
Doing well, doing well. I think everybody is just like buzzing, like the air is buzzing right now. Everybody's ready to get out there to Kansas City. New location. We hadn't had a catfish conference, a traditional one, in over a year, over 2 years now. And I think people are just like chomping at the bit to get out there. What do you think?
I think it's going to be a great show. Unfortunately, we scheduled this on top of deer season for all the deer hunters out there. But I tell you what, I did make a trip out to Kansas City a couple weeks ago, and on my way back, man, I guess there was 200 deer on the side of the road. So I don't think y'all ain't hunt anyway.
Well, listen, my dad's already got three this year, so
Oh
I
yeah.
think if the deer bite has been anything like it has been here for the rest of the country, then they've got plenty of meat and they can take a weekend off and come on up and see us.
Oh yeah. Well, come on out in the morning and then go out in the evening and hunt and kill that deer at night.
There you
So,
go. There you go.
or in the evening hunt, I guess you want to say.
Yeah, yeah, not at night, not at
Not
night.
at night, no.
Well, I know I'm excited just to get out there and travel and come see you guys. And you know what, Steve, I've never been to the actual live event, like an actual catfish conference. So this will be my first one.
Well, I'm kind of anxious to see how the Midwest is going to react. According to what I'm understanding, a lot of people are excited to come. We normally have this thing in Kentucky and it goes over very well. We had a few issues this year as far as trying to plan this thing during the end of a pandemic and
Hmm.
such, but it's going to be a great. We put 110% into it. We don't have as many vendors as we would like to have, but some of them just have restrictions right now. I mean, I tried to
Hmm.
get the Missouri and Kansas departments of resource out there to kind of talk, but they're cut off. All the federal and state
Oh
authorities,
yeah, yeah,
they just don't do anything right now. So,
yeah. And
but
some of vendors also, you told me that some of them, all their stock is out in on the ships in the sea, so they if they don't have anything to bring, they can't come, right?
yeah, but it's going to be great. Like every other catfish conference, I'm envisioning the camaraderie and
Hmm.
the brotherhood and such. Just a good time hanging around folks.
That's what I'm looking forward to the most is to just come out there, shake people's hands, and just to meet people that I've never met before. Not only just like YouTubers, but tournament anglers and people that watch our channels and just to get to walk around and talk and actually be in the community for once instead of just online like we've been doing for so long.
Well, we're gonna douse you good with the community this year. We got you diving head first into this, so we're uh,
Yeah,
we're kind of excited. We've actually gotten Kevin this cool AV cart, and
yeah.
he's gonna do it up, and we're gonna be able to walk around to the different vendors and stuff, and just kind of go live and talk. That's gonna be kind of cool added to the show this year.
Yeah, so we've added a few things since you brought that up. It's a good segue. So that live stream thing, some of the vendors have opted for like a digital package. So we'll come just
Mhm.
like last year. We'll come and we'll do a digital or a virtual demonstration at some of the booths. So that's what the cart's for. I'll be toting around my computer and microphones and stuff, and we'll go over to some of the booths and they'll have a certain amount of time to give a demonstration. So if you
Mhm.
can't make it out to this one, but you're going to Kentucky, you can at least see some stuff still. And maybe some of them will have online deals for you. We don't know. It just depends on the vendor. But you can still see that online presence from the CatCon.
Yeah.
And then, obviously, I'll do a whole round where we go around the whole thing and just basically from a point of view of myself going around and showing you what everything looks like. I'm hoping that I'm having bob and weave through people. There's so many people there.
Well, we've got a lot of room, but I did open the aisles up a little bit wider. I've got 20-foot aisles instead of the regular 10-foot
Nice.
aisles to kind of keep people from shoulder to shoulder. But
Hmm.
it's still, certain times of the day you're probably going to be shoulder to shoulder. That's just
Yeah.
every Catfish conference. It's uh, they come in and enforce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's good though that you're thinking about everyone's health and safety. I mean,
Mhm.
widening the aisles will give people a little bit more breathing room, I guess you can say, so they can get through there.
It does, but it doesn't eliminate all the handshakes and hugs and stuff
It
people
doesn't.
tend to get. So
So we should have probably some hand sanitizer on sale there.
I do have I will
Awesome.
have that at my booth and such. I mean,
Fantastic.
it ain't that I don't want to shake a man's hand, but this day and age, just keep your hands clean. Don't put them in your
We,
mouth. You're gonna be fine, I believe.
we've learned a lot about how things spread this past 2 years. So,
Yeah,
you shake about 10 people's hands and squirt your little uh you know
sanitizer.
sanitizer in there and
Yeah,
keep on rolling. And yeah,
not
like you
not
said.
being being offensive or nothing. We're not saying anybody's dirty or
Oh,
nothing. It's
yeah. Well, I can tell you, I'm gonna have me a little bottle in my pocket, and
yeah,
while I'm walking around, I'm just to stay safe, and not even just from COVID, from a common cold. I don't want
right.
to get the cold or the flu either.
Yeah,
So, and then the other thing that we have going is awesome. It's new. It's called the Fisherman Swap Shop, and
I'm excited about that.
that's not only going to be at Kansas City, and it's going to be at Louisville too. So
Louisville,
the
yep. Hmm.
swap shop is kind of something that the CatCon team came up with. And Steve, you want to tell us a little bit about it, or you want me to go for it?
Well, go ahead. You got her lined out. I'll tell you
All right.
how the story came if you want,
Yeah,
because
go ahead.
anybody
Yeah, tell a
won't know.
story.
A few years ago, and I do apologize to this gentleman. I don't know, but he come in there, and it's cool in the catfishing world how people come up with things on a need basis. Like, I need this on my boat. Well, this gentleman come up with this cool contraption last year, and he come in and was trying to show it to me, trying to sell it to me more or less, but I couldn't use it. And then I showed it to Team Catfish. But anyway, he kind of gave me the idea of, hey, how come you don't have a place where guys can come in and trade in their stuff that they maybe purchased and don't like? And so he kind of gave me the idea of
Mhm.
what it is. But it's just, people are so unique nowadays with their ideas and such. So it's kind of born out of a need for regular fishermen wanting to trade in some things they didn't like anymore, or bought
Mhm.
and found out that they wanted something else.
Yeah. Mike Chavez said, "Wear your full hazmat suit." Jeff said, "With all the dirt, worm, slime, blood, guts, you would think we would be immune to everything." Yeah, you'd think so.
Hmm.
Well, put down the Doritos, Michael. Put them down. Say no. But yeah, he had that idea, and then he kind of Steve presented it to the team, and we just brainstormed. How do we work this out? How do we make this happen? We make it safe, efficient, and beneficial to all parties. So basically, if you want to bring new or gently used fishing gear or anything to do with fishing, you can bring up to 5 items to the Catfish Conference, and
Hmm.
you can buy basically a wristband, and that wristband will allow you to get into the Fisherman Swap Shop. Um, and sell your items. So there's actually an area within the Catfish Conference. So there's a booth, and that's the only place that you can sell or trade your old fishing gear or
Hmm.
the fishing gear you don't want anymore. How about that? So you pay $5, you get a wristband, and you get to go to this booth. And our friend Michael Murillo will be kind of like the gatekeeper there. He'll be there to help you find you a spot on one of the tables, and help you know people find your stuff, I guess.
Yeah, he's not going to sell anything. He won't take any money. You're
Mhm.
responsible for that. If you bring 5 items, you got to sit there till your 5 items are gone, or you decide you don't want to sit there no more.
That's
Uh,
right.
but people that I don't want to get them confused either. People, just regular folks walking through the Catfish Conference, does not need or do not need a wristband. Only if you're going to
Yeah,
go in
that's
and
true.
sell something. So
Yeah, yeah,
all the people can come into the booth at no
true.
charge or nothing. But
Yeah, thanks for clarifying that because I
mhm,
didn't explain it very well. So yeah, so anybody can go in the booth, but only people with a wristband can bring items into the booth
mhm.
to sell or trade. So yeah,
And
good
that'll be all.
clarification there.
Yeah, and that will be, when they walk through the door, they'll pay their money there, and
Hmm.
uh, then they'll go from there. We'll
Hmm.
get you
So
a
if
wrist.
you're looking for used gear, you don't have anything to sell or give away, bring him some pocket money so that you can go in there and buy or trade your items because I doubt anybody's going to have any place for you to swipe a credit card in that fisherman swap shop. But talking about money, Steve, will all the vendors or most of the vendors have capability to swipe a credit card or a
Oh
debit
yeah,
card?
yeah. Most every one of them I know of is going to have credit card capabilities. We've been
Awesome.
told that the Wi-Fi in there, that the free Wi-Fi that they have is good. Don't know if it's going to be able to run, videos and such, but it's fine on the phone. Fine for taking dollars.
Right. So for every place else, a credit card or a debit card is going to be fine, but a fisherman swap shop, make sure that you bring cash for that.
And I do believe
So,
they have ATM machines within that building.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Excellent, excellent. And everybody in chat, I see you over there. Make sure that if you have any questions, make sure that you go ahead and put those in the chat, and we will get them out for Steve to answer, or myself to answer. So, what's the times for it, Steve? When does it open up on Friday morning?
Friday morning, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. both days. So
9 to 6, Friday and Saturday. No
Friday and
Sunday,
Saturday.
right?
No Sunday. No. And
All
we've
right.
got seminar speakers from a lot of different areas. We got some YouTubers.
Mm-hmm.
One thing that I kind of am interested in, because it was an issue for me this year with is this boat insurance. I've got a little seminar. The guy happens to be a
Hmm.
catfisherman, but he also happens to be a progressive guy, and he had a wreck in his boat, and he kind of went through the process. So he knows the ins and outs of whether you're getting screwed by the insurance company or
Mm.
whatever. So he's going to come in and give you tips on maybe the type of insurance you should hold. I'm interested in hearing this one myself.
Yeah, I'm interested as well.
And then
Especially, you got a
yeah,
big boat, it costs a lot of money.
oh, no doubt, yeah. We got a few local folks that are going to be speaking that are professionals, guides. Chris Jones is one of them. Dave Swearings, I don't even know how to say this. Swearing in. He's the insurance fellow,
Okay.
local. And of course, Spencer Bauer. We've got Spencer going to be speaking about camping, YouTube, bank fishing type kayak stuff.
Hmm.
Ray
You don't have
Ferguson.
Ray Ferguson.
He may be new to you folks, but he's been around for many years. He's going to be speaking on how to drag.
So he's
Well,
dragging baits and
dragging
talking
bait.
about the Santee Cooper rig and
Yeah,
kind of a little history lesson too, a little bit of where it came from and what it's evolved into.
yeah. You got to be a part of that, I think, too, didn't you?
Yeah, yeah, a
Yeah.
little bit.
Yep. And then Tim Scott, another, some of you folks might know Tim,
Hmm.
but Tim's old school. He took a hiatus for about 15 years in catfishing, but he's back, it looks like. So he's very knowledgeable. But yeah, I'm kind of excited about the seminar guys
Hmm.
for sure.
So we got some questions rolling in now. We can go ahead and
Okay.
start answering those. Will we be required to wear a mask inside?
They do have the regulations on there,
Hmm.
but we ain't the
Let's just
police.
leave it at that.
We ain't the mask police. That's all I'm
Let's
gonna
leave it
say.
at that. There
Yep.
are regulations. Let's just leave it at that. There are regulations.
Yep.
That's a great way to leave it. Jacob said, "Is there also going to be an online catfish conference for those of us who can't make it?" So, Jacob, right at the beginning of the show, you might have missed it. I said that there will be an overall just walkthrough, and I'll basically just be highlighting the vendor booths that are there, maybe talking to some people along the way. And then throughout the days, some of the vendors have asked to have um, a digital portion or an online portion. So there'll be digital, I keep saying digital, virtual
Virtual.
presentations as well, so you can look forward to that. And Steve, will we have a? I'm sure I know the answer is yes, but where can we find the list of speakers and times that they go on?
They are on the Facebook Catfish Conference Facebook page. I don't know if Hervey has got the website updated or not, but
Okay.
we do have that available. I can share that with you, and let me see if I've got a completed one here.
Awesome. Let's see.
I don't know if it's in a form or not.
Ryan Bortz needs a full face mask to cover that mug of his. So Creole asked the same question. Yep. Will the seminars be live broadcasts? I'm going to do my best to get to those. It all depends on when the vendors signed up for their live portions, I guess you can say, their live
Uh-huh.
broadcast. But yeah, I'm going to try to get over there and make sure that all those seminars are live.
Right. Yeah, but we
Um,
do have an itinerary over on the Catfish Conference Facebook page.
all right. And there is a link to that. So even if you don't use Facebook, you can click on the link on the catfishconference.com website, and you don't have to have Facebook to look at it. It'll just pull it up for you. So check that out. Food vendors. I think it's just the conference food vendors, right?
Yeah, they were supposed to get some kind of barbecue in there as well. Yeah, it's just going to be your general stuff now. One thing that we have done this year that I've been procrastinating on for years, if I'm not mistaken, I think Hervey and us have decided to sell you a little bit of beer while you're down there.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm not,
There you go.
I'm not a big drinker, but I know some people like to carry a beer around, drink a little bit, and as long as nobody acts the fool, we'll just let you buy a little bit of beer, a pint of beer, or something.
Yeah,
Once it, once it
don't
gets
go
out of
too
hand,
far. We'll
yeah,
send 7 foot Ryan Bortz after you to take you out of there.
yeah. Well, our last catfish conference, as much as we grow, we've found the need for security, not for ourselves personally, but for the whole show and everything. And so there'll be security there. But I'm sure catfish guys, they're all good. I'm sure nobody's gonna act a fool.
Hmm. Let's
I
hope
hope
not.
not. I hope not.
uh, Let's see. You can buy tickets online, or you can buy them when you get there. But I think online's cheaper, isn't it?
Online's cheaper right now, but if you get there, it's going to be $12.
So right here on the Catfish Conference website. Sorry about that, y'all. I actually got somebody dropping off bait.
Hey,
Yeah, some fresh bait for me. So if you go to the Catfish Conference website, you can go down here and click on Kansas City. And then right here below Steve's video, there's a place where you can buy tickets now. And there's $7 right now. And kids under 13 are free. And they get you a badge and lanyard. And it's the standard entry. And that'll cover the full 2 days. And you save, it says you save 42% if you buy online. So there you go.
yeah, the thing with these big venues that we're starting to have to use, they got to use they have to use their people. When their people are union, then people after 4 o'clock they're on overtime. They don't cut you no slacks.
Nope.
Uh, I tried to put carpet down this year for everybody. I was
Mm-hmm.
able to put some down, but they wanted $15,000 for some carpet. And I said, "Whoo,
Ooh-wee.
do that."
Man.
So we did get some carpet down, but not that much.
And right here on the website, if you go down, if you right above the tickets, you can see all the seminars, boat
Mhm.
insurance with Dave Swearingen, advanced channel catch strategies with Brad Durick, reservoir tactics with Chris Jones. So there's a bunch of those. That's just three of them. So you can click on that and see um, all of those seminars. You also can see pictures of the convention center. Bartle Hall is the name of it, and that's at the Kansas City Convention Center. And so you can see that on the website. You can get directions, um, and you can see videos that have from past cat cons. If you've never been to one, like myself, you can see videos. And I've watched a ton of videos from other YouTubers that have gone, so I've pretty much seen the excitement that you have there.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Like I say, once you walk in, it's kind of odd. You walk in, I guess you're going to pay. I don't know where they're going to have the booth set up at, but
Hmm.
you're going to walk a half a block to get on some escalators. Once you go up the escalators, it's going to take you up to the second floor or maybe the first floor. I don't know, but it's going to take you up to the hall. Right in, you're right there as soon as you hit the
Hmm.
escalator. So expect to walk a little bit once you get in the building. You got to, but we'll have signs directing you where to go and whatnot.
Yeah, so wear your tennis shoes.
Wear tennis
There
shoes,
you
yeah.
go. Guerrero
And then,
Bar said,
and
wear comfy shoes.
yeah, and then like I say, it is going to be kind of an odd in and out. So if you come in and buy a lot of fishing gear and you need some help out to your truck or out, at least to the door where you go get your truck and come down, we'll have people there to stand and watch your stuff, and we'll help you get in and out for sure. Just kind of let us know.
Awesome.
But the vendors, we've got a pretty good lineup of vendors this year. Even though some of them did have to cancel because of no products, we got
Uh, we got a couple access questions. Are there elevators to get up to where it's at?
no elevators, just an escalator.
Escalator. Okay.
Escalator. Yep. Yeah. It's.
So
I'm sure they have handicap parking and all that, but it's like I say, once you walk in the corridor there, it's a pretty good half a block corridor you'll have to walk to till
yeah,
you get.
I
But there's
I
go ahead.
imagine they have to have some kind of it's got to be law for them to have a way for chairs to get up there. So I'm sure guys that are asking about that, I'm sure there's got to be access
Yeah,
because
yeah,
it's against the
and if,
law not to have. So
yeah. I mean, they have big um, functions there all the time, so I know they got to have
hmm
it. We'll just have to figure it out. I'm sure they got elevators. I just know we didn't use them. I guess
you
they.
didn't use them, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm sure. If I
I
think
got
I
you.
did walk past them.
Yeah, I'm sure there's elevators. So those of
Mm,
you who need that access, I can't imagine they would be able to operate without them. So,
right.
um, yeah. So you were about to go with the vendors.
Oh yeah. Let me pull them back up here. we've got some new folks this year. Big Frig Coolers. I'm kind of excited for those folks to come.
What'd you
Uh,
say?
Big Fridge Coolers. I
Oh, I
guess
thought you
that's how you
said
say
big
it. Big
frig.
Frig. It might be Frig, but that's how you say it. Bigfrig. Big Frig Cooler. I guess it's
Hmm.
fridge. Fridge.
I don't know.
I said
That's
Frig, but that might be pronounced fridge. But anyway, a cooler manufacturer. It's going to be, and they're kind of equivalent to the Yetis and such.
gotcha.
We've got a lady coming in called Wonder Woman Kansas. That's kind of cool. She's just kind of outdoorsy and gets women involved in outdoor functions,
Oh,
bow hunting,
nice.
fishing, things like that. Never lost anchors. I believe Mr. Daniels from Ohio going to come all the way out there and present his anchors to everyone.
Mm-hmm.
All American Catfish Tournament Trail. Actually the folks that helped us get out there and have this event in the area. Rock Creek Outdoors. I think he's a guide, if I'm not for sure. No, Rock Creek
Rock
Outdoors.
Creek makes like rod holders.
That's what yeah, the Rod
Yep.
Rack or something like that. There's another
Rod
guy.
racks.
Cross Creek Outdoors is who I was thinking of was the guide. So
Right,
sorry
right.
about getting them mixed up. Miracle Marine, they've got the monster boats. If you've never seen one of them up close, that's amazing. Huge
Hmm.
boat. We always bring in the veterans, so we've got the Fallen Outdoors Veterans organization. We love our veterans for sure. Extreme bait tanks. Anybody uses bait tanks? They've been a part of our function ever since the beginning, I do believe. So they've got some good products. Tackle Bandit, Mr. Nate will be there.
And so I wanted to pause on that one because as some people will notice, if they look at the vendors, they'll notice there's some popular rod uh, vendors not there, but Tackle Bandit carries just about all. Well, let me not say all, a good percentage of the
Right.
major rod brands. So if you were still interested in getting some of the top rod brands, then they will be there as well.
Mm-hmm. Mondo Cat. This will be his second or third year with us.
Mm-hmm.
He sells fishing rods, fishing nets, and some other
Stink
things.
bait.
Stink bait, yeah, I know it's some kind of bait. Another new one is bottle bobbers. This is a little
Yep.
entrepreneur fella, I think, in the area. You did a video today on him. I hooked you up with a.
Yep. I just
Yeah,
did a short, and he just sent me a package of them, so I can't wait to try them out when I get back from Kansas City.
yeah. But that's going to be cool, and I like to see the entrepreneurs get out there and
Mm-hmm.
put that into it. Ripping Lips Tackle, Ripping
Mm-hmm.
Lips Products. Alex, they've got a bunch of rods, new rods, bumping rods. They've got an array of different products for the catfishing industry.
Mm-hmm.
Check them out. They're going to have a cool booth up there this year too. Another folks from Ohio, Hamilton Bait and Tackle. They're another one kind of like Tackle Bandit. They've got everything: rods, reels. I think they're pretty strong in the reel department.
That's exciting to hear because it's been tough to get reels for a
Yeah.
while.
hmm And then another tournament trail, Catfish Chasers. They're a really good group out of Missouri and Kansas, I believe. I don't want to hold it. I think it's Missouri though. Uh, I get them mixed up. That Kansas and it's Kansas City, but is it Kansas City, Missouri, or Kansas City, Kansas? So,
Right.
um, well, unfortunately, Muddy River had to cancel, but he is still going to come. Chris is going to come for support for everybody, but he's kind of one of the fellows that kind of got caught up with his stuff out in the Atlantic Ocean there, waiting to come into port.
Yeah, he's been upset about that for months now, waiting on those
Yeah,
rods to come in.
listen to this. I talked to him the other day, and our show is the 19th and 20th. His rods are due to be in on the 20th. So
Yep, that's what
it
he told
wasn't doing
me.
no good. It was, uh,
So he'll
but
be he'll be there for the Kentucky one most likely.
oh yeah, he'll be there for Kentucky. Yeah, everybody will
Yeah.
be there for Kentucky one. everybody will have rods. And like I say, I don't want to say we sprung this on everybody, but we did kind of just like 3 months ago decide to do this.
Hmm.
Who else
And
we got here?
that's amazing. I mean, 3 months to put together an entire show. I'm sure you and Hervé have more gray hairs than you started off with doing
Well, it is a process, and we are going to probably have to. I'm going to look into it next year, looking into hiring some people to do what I've been doing because it just takes up so much time.
it.
And
Hmm.
and I probably there's probably a better way to do it, but I'm old school and I only know one way to do it. But there's probably like a two button push to where I'm hitting 68 buttons. Somebody can push them two buttons and still accomplish what I'm doing. So
I
I
got
need
you.
to find somebody to work for me next year. Let's see. Another anchor company is Cat River Anchors. They're
Yep.
pretty popular in the industry. The next guy, I believe, is a guide, Smith Fishing Adventures, and he kind of buddied up with the Fat Cat Guide Service. They're kind of buddies, I guess. They kind of got the booth together. Another fella's been with us for many years is Parks Planers.
Hmm.
Kevin Parks, owner of that, he's got some great products. Catfish has been with us for many years. They're
Hmm.
going to be back. I'm thinking they're going to bring their equipment this year to do some custom embroidery for some folks.
Yeah,
Don't hold me to that.
he asked if my lovely wife could help him out, help in
Awesome.
the booth. So
There you
yeah,
go.
they'll be there.
Bluff City Tackle. There's another major tackle
Yep.
store that has lots of reels and rods.
Hmm.
Uh, these fellas here, I'm gonna say what it is, but I think they've changed the name a little bit. Don't hold me to it, but I know it's recently been purchased by another group of guys. But Warrior Cat Rods will be there.
No, okay.
But I think they might have changed it to Warrior Rods. So don't get mad at me this year, guys. When you get a final name, we'll get her
Uh,
nailed down.
and
Cat,
so I've never even held a warrior rod, so warrior cat
they've been
rod. So
around for quite
they
some time.
have.
Yeah.
I just couldn't get. I can never get my hands on one. There's several rods that I've never got my hands on. So there's a
Hmm.
lot of companies that I've never heard of that you're rattling off right now.
Right. Catfish Pro, they're in
Hmm.
Walmart actually, but they've got
Hmm.
rods and reels and stink bait.
They'll, I imagine they'll have more of a selection at the conference though than you can get at Walmart.
Oh yeah. They just have their little spot where the stink bait is, but I don't think they
Hmm.
sell the rods and reels there yet.
They sell the rods in my Walmart. There's a few of them.
Do they?
Hmm.
That's pretty good. Another rod company is the Slime Cat Rod fellas.
Oh,
They'll be
okay.
there. And then for you guys that are all the electronic buffs, we have one of the best guys in that region, Russell Marine Products. These
Oh
guys are
yeah.
so knowledgeable on their products, and that's why we're glad to have them in there. They help our folks come in and understand their electronics for guys, just getting into it.
Steve, if don't tell my wife, but if uh if I purchase something, that's probably what I'm going to be buying is a nice unit like that from those
Yeah.
guys.
Well, I mean, like I say, that they'll help you rig it out. They've done it all. They know how to do it, and they're professional about it.
Hmm. Thank you,
Uh,
Miss Bexy, for the $2 super chat. Sprinkles, sprinkles.
and the last one we have is Darkwater Premium Baits. And what these fellas have
Mm.
done, and if you guys don't know who John Jameson is, he's one of the guys that were out there even before me. He was doing things back when Phil King and him was like early 2000s. But they've come up with this a source for these Asian carp. They catch them, purify the I don't know if they purify it, but they preserve the bait, the Asian carp, and sell it in big chunks. Now I did do a video on that. And I went out and actually was able to catch some
Saw
fish. And I
that.
was I was impressed, to be honest with you. And am I going to use it to go out and catch a tournament winning fish, or am I going to fish a tournament with it? No, but man, if I just want to go fishing and need some bait, that's quick bait. and I don't think it
Hmm.
ever goes bad. I think it's preserved in a way that it just sits on your shelf, sits in your tackle box.
That's awesome. Yeah, I saw that video. I was really impressed just at how the quality of the bait looked when you took it out of the bag.
And what I liked about it, the guys did not get stingy. You know, a lot of guys will give you like a little nub or something to put on a hook. This guy gives
Hmm.
you a fillet or two in
A
a bag
fillet.
and let you cut it up.
Thank you,
So
that damn fishing guy. Yeah, go check him out. He paid his dues. Thank you for the $5. Jody gave me $2 because Bex did. So thank you, ladies. Appreciate that. Let's see. Will there be a limit on the beers?
don't make me come ask you to leave. That's the limit.
Oh man, that's funny. That's funny. Let's see. Nebraska Wildcats, will Steve be giving out autographs?
I do give autographs. I feel weird about it, but I do. I do give autographs out.
There you
I've
go.
signed hats. I've signed babies. I've signed all kind of stuff.
You signed babies? Wait a
Yeah.
second. You got to tell us that story.
I just a young couple come up, had a well, a newborn, but it's like, you still had to hold it. It couldn't walk or nothing, but it had a little white thing on it. Dad wanted me to sign the back of this little kid's shirt, so I did.
Yeah, so if you're just now coming in, the limit is when Steve tosses you like smaller catches. I don't know. It might look more like one of them big 90-pound fish that Steve catches. You just have to roll you out, roll you out the boat. Oh man. So yeah, if you're coming in and you heard the word beer, Steve said that they're gonna have allow the complex to serve beer to you as long as you don't get out of place there. So if you like to have a cold one and walk around the convention center and shop for catfishing gear, then you can do that this year in Kansas City. So I guess maybe Kansas City will let you do that. Does Louisville let you do that?
They do. We just never have done it because, like I say, I don't drink and I don't see a big thing in it. But I've had a lot of people ask me, how come you don't sell beer up there? Because I guess when they have car shows and stuff, they let people walk around with beer. And
Mm,
I don't mind. I don't have to get nothing against drink people doing it as long as you don't get
hmm.
crazy. If you get
Yeah.
crazy and we have to call somebody, then we'll have to cut that beer stuff off.
So I guess the Kansas City will be a good um, deciding factor on whether or not you continue to do it, right?
Yeah, yeah,
So if you behave yourself in Kansas City and have a beer or two, then you'll have it at Louisville too.
yeah.
Thanks, Brian B. Catfishing for the 4.99. He said Potomac River Punishers. They had a tournament last night against the Tennessee River, and the Tennessee River failed to beat them. Potomac River won. Oh man, the chat is flying. Let's see. I want to borrow someone's baby just so I can say, "Oh my God, Steve Douglas signed this baby."
Well, hey, look, it could have been better, I guess. I've never done any rock star stuff like you know those rock stars. They sign a lot of different stuff. I've only had to
Yeah, they do.
I've signed hats and stuff. I haven't had to get into the rock star stuff yet. I don't know how I would
Yeah,
react if somebody asked me that.
I don't
I'd
know either.
have.
Let's see. Freddy Outdoors Adventures asking for the future. Are vendors not specific to catfishing going to be at conferences like T-shirt or hat makers? That'd be a great idea.
T-shirt and half makers, as long as you're making something catfishy, I guess. But we've had some guy come in the other day wanting to bring a gutter helmet or something, and I'm just not going to do that. We're not
A what? What's a gutter helmet?
gutter helmet. You put this thing on top of your gutter so leaves don't collect in it. Just when it rains, it falls off,
Oh, yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
it just it's home improvement stuff. I'm not going to bring home improvement stuff to a catfish conference
No, I
now.
think the T-shirt maker thing, if they have their
Yeah,
vinyl machine and all that, and they want to make something like, Brian the Potomac Punishers
right.
T-shirts, that'd
Yeah,
be something cool.
Yep, yeah, we're all about that, but just like I say, it's got to be fishy. I don't want Sham Wow coming up in there.
Let's see. Kelly, we talked about that. Basically, they're kind of stuck to selling the food from the conference.
Yeah, it'd be
So,
chicken nuggets, burgers,
yeah,
that kind of thing. But
barbecue.
like I say, they're supposed to have some kind of barbecue there,
Hmm.
well-known barbecue.
AKA Papa T gave $5. He said, "Waiting for Louisville. Well, we'll see you when we get there." And Louisville will have something even uh, another edition that this one won't have. We'll have the Golden Whiskers Awards in Louisville.
We're working on
So
some
you,
crazy stuff for Louisville right now. I hate to say it, but anybody
hmm
out there want to help old Steve do some Photoshop stuff, and that's what takes so much time is that Photoshop stuff. I had my own program that I was doing one time, but then it
hmm
kind of went obsolete, and I bought this new thing online. Well, I gotta go learn a whole new college education to figure this one out.
hmm
But
There's
yeah,
some people. There's some people out there. I've seen some people in chat that are really good at making thumbnails and stuff. So I'm not sure if they're using Photoshop.
I need to get Chris Flores. I used to gripe at him all the time because he never would put that good a thumbnail on his videos.
Hmm.
But I've been noticing he's been getting awful good at Photoshop here recently.
Really?
I don't know if you've been looking at his posts or not, but him and
Oh,
some
he's
guy going back and forth.
yeah. That's Dave's Guide Services out there
Yeah,
in New Mexico. Yeah, they're
yeah.
using like an app. It's a
Oh, is that
it's
what it is?
a meme app. Yeah. Freddie said thinking about doing print on demand shirts, catfish shirts, YouTube logos, kind of service. Yeah, I
Heck
think
yeah,
that sounds awesome.
we got
I
space
guess
for you out there.
email Steve or Hervey and uh and just shoot some ideas at them and see what they
Is
say.
Freddie Outdoor? Is he a YouTuber?
He is. He actually camped out with me on the island a couple weeks ago. Really good guy.
And he's
A
the one talking
veteran.
about. And he's the one
Yep.
talking about doing the t-shirts and stuff.
Yes, sir. He is.
Well,
He's
yeah,
a
thank
veteran
you.
too.
We like that even better. Yeah, we always have a YouTube booth at the Kentucky show. We'll have a little one out here at the, but we do it up in Kentucky, and we will do it up in Missouri as well next year. But
Mhm.
this is our first one. We're going to try it out and see how it all works.
There you go. So let's just recap a little bit. But before we do, we have we're going to have a YouTube booth up there too, right?
Yeah,
In
yep,
Kansas City.
a small one, uh huh.
So you can come up there if you need a place. Maybe if you want to do some interviews on your channel, or you just want a place to meet and talk to other YouTubers. There'll be a booth or a section there for you. Going back to the beginning, if you buy your tickets online, remember CatCon is this week, y'all. It's crazy. Anna and I fly out Wednesday night, I think, and then we'll set up all day Thursday, and then Friday and Saturday. It's that quick. It's right around the corner.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be awesome. If you get your tickets online at catfishconference.com, you'll save 42% on your tickets. They're only $7 online.
Mm-hmm.
So make sure you check out the website. The website's in the description. And so you can also check out Steve's channel and the CatCon YouTube channel, which we've tried to beef up. And thankfully, we have some of our CatCon crew members in here. I saw um, Hooks and Hammocks was in here. He's done some videos. Chris and Telly have
Mm-hmm.
done some videos for CatCon. We got Slinging Baits, really talented guy, growing quickly. Growing quickly. He's just
He's
about to
supposed
hit
to. He told me he's
6,000.
coming. He told me he's
Yeah,
coming.
he lives in Missouri, so he should be there.
Yeah.
Um, but his channel's growing great. Really good guy. I've talked to him on the phone. His name's Cecil, so he'll be there. And then you got Rock Bottom Cats. Talking about some high quality videos right there, man. That cat
He
can
does
make
do
some
good work.
really good videos. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he'll be there, and then of course you'll see Steve there. I'll be there. Ryan Bortz will be there. A lot of different YouTubers will be there to interact with if you like their
Mm-hmm.
stuff. Um, then we'll have the Fisherman Swap Shop. So if you have gently used or new fishing equipment that you just don't want anymore, you can bring it to the CatCon and you can pay $5 to get a wristband that'll allow you to sell those items in the Fisherman Swap Shop booth. And Michael Murillo will be there to help you out. Anybody can get into the swap shop booth. You don't have to have a wristband to get in to look at stuff, but you do have to have a wristband to sell stuff or trade stuff. So if you have any gently used or new equipment that you just don't want anymore, you can bring it. Only 5 items though. Steve said if you got more than 5 items, then rent a booth.
That's right.
But so we got that going on. There will be some live streaming going on from the Catfish Conference YouTube page. I'll probably throw up a quick live on my page as well, but most of it will be on the CatCon YouTube page. We'll have the seminars live, as many of them as I can get to. We'll have individual vendors doing demonstrations live, and then of course we'll be going around to the entire conference just to talk with people and look at booths and just show you what you're missing if you can't make it out there. So lots of live streaming stuff as well. And then of course all the vendors that Steve just went over. You can get pretty much anything out there with the tackle shops that are coming. You mentioned
Yeah.
Tackle Bandit and Bluff City and a couple others that basically sell most everybody's stuff.
Yeah.
So you can come out there. And another new thing is if you want to buy an ice cold beverage or a beer and walk around and really relax and have a good time, you can. And that's going to be an indicator next weekend of whether or not we do it in Louisville.
I
Let's
seen
see.
somebody there that asked about wearing GoPros. You can film inside uh, Catfish Conference. You just cannot film inside and to go sell it to ESPN or something like that.
Oh,
It's not for commercial use. If you want to do a little YouTube video, we're fine with that, but don't sell it to ESPN. Is that even a thing anymore? ESPN. I'm not a sports guy,
God.
but
Yeah, ESPN's still out there.
is that a thing still? Okay.
Chris Hill asks, when can we get the new Monster T bars?
After the first of the year, we're
So
still
they'll
getting
be at they'll be
everything.
in Louisville probably,
Yeah, they'll be in Kentucky, for
and
sure.
your measuring board will be there too.
I'm hoping. I'm having a little issues with that measuring board. Uh, People nowadays that engrave, I guess they're got gold engravers or something because I can't afford them. I can't afford to get nothing engraved. I'm gonna have to find a guy that's more reasonable.
Is there a limit on tickets to the CatCon?
Now you can
I
buy as
don't.
many as you want.
I think he means are you only allowed to sell so many?
What ticket? Is for people
Like
coming in the door?
Due to COVID, is there like a
Oh,
max number of
no,
people?
I haven't. I have not heard that from many of our people. So I don't.
There we
I
go. And
guess
we
it's
don't
something
we
like
don't want to
that.
hear it. So
Yeah.
let's see. T bars ideal on pricing. We'll let him put that on the website and everything. Let's see. I don't see any more questions. Anybody else have questions? I'll put back up the CatCon website so you guys can check that out. We can go through that real quick. On the website, you can see where they'll have all the vendors or not the vendors. Well, the vendors will be up there too. I think they are
Hmm.
up there, right?
Hmm.
Let's see, the vendors and the seminars is what I was talking about.
Yeah, seminars.
All the seminars will be up there. Here we go. All right, so here's the CatCon website. Then you got the two locations right here. You click on the Kansas City one right here under this video. You can buy tickets, and as you can see, $7 for tickets and free for kids under 13, and you'll save 42% when you buy online. That means they're going to be more expensive when you get there because they got more people to pay. Um, which people got to get paid. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just you save all that money if you buy it online.
Yeah.
Uh, but if you they don't have to pay those people if you buy it online. Is what I'm saying. You can also see the directions website for Bartle Hall. You see pictures. There's a map on here, and then here's the seminars. Incredible seminars. Just the top three they got on this sheet right here. Dave Swearingen about boat insurance, channel cat strategies, and reservoir tactics. And then you got some sponsor or not sponsors. These are some of the vendor logos you got. So lots of good information on the website if you just go check it out. And then there's also some website on the Facebook page as well.
Hmm.
So fish.
The weather seems like it's going to be nice out there. I mean, it's not going to be
Mhm.
warm by any means, but 50s and 60s ain't too bad as long as it ain't
Hoodie
raining,
hoodie
snowing.
weather.
Yeah,
Hoodie
hoodie
weather.
weather.
Fish and chick. So from my understanding, the shuttle from the airport to the Crown Plaza is not running. So you'll have to get an Uber or a a taxi. I think my wife and I are probably going to end up with an Uber or a taxi ourselves, unless you know somebody that can come pick you up. But the time
And
we're coming in, there won't
let
be
me know
anybody.
about that too, so we can arrange that for you, Kevin.
Oh yeah, once we get our flight situated with Hervey, then we'll definitely get that in order. If you go down on the website, you can also see stuff like T-shirts, and I'm gonna show you a picture of the T-shirts um, right now. Here they go. It's a really cool design. It's got a really good message on it too. So I'll put it up, Steve. You can kind of talk about it. Here it is.
Well, we wanted something a little bit different this year, and Hervey and I have been talking about this ever since we started the Catfish Conference. We didn't know what to expect, but it just ended up being more like a family reunion, a community. So that's what we actually put on our shirts: community, family, and tradition. Well, I mean, Catfish Conference is becoming a tradition for most people nowadays. It's our sixth or seventh year, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So we're excited about this T-shirt. I had to
It's a
make
good
some
looking
big
shirt.
decisions on the color. I don't know if I'm real fond of the color or not, but you know, you wouldn't believe it, but there's T-shirt shortages out there, guys.
Oh yeah, no, I would
Everything,
believe it.
yeah, you can't be real picky right now with
Yeah. Well, like I'm making Anna and I make my own T-shirts in house for me and people that come fish with me and stuff,
Mhm.
and my shirts are black, and it's really hard to find black shirts right now.
Oh
So
yeah,
I just ordered Anna a long sleeve shirt just so she'll have something warmer to wear in Kansas City, and I had to search through like 10 pages of brand names just to find one that had a small black shirt for her to wear.
right.
So yeah, uh they're definitely hard to find. Everything's hard to find. Hats are hard to get in.
Yeah.
Apparently rods are hard to get in. But
Well, one of the reasons I wanted to do this kind of this time of year too was to kind of give our vendors a little extra boost at the end of the year. If they're struggling, some of them are and may not be able to sell because of it. When they do, they've got this
mhm,
boost that will help them get through the end of the year.
mhm,
And then hopefully in the springtime in February, give them another boost to kind of maintain. Now, we don't ever know what's going to happen in this day and age with the economy. So
mhm,
anything we can do to help our vendors, we're all about it.
mhm. Yeah, and then the secondary reason is just a lot of people from out west can't travel that far to Kentucky. So
Right.
I know it's not terribly farther out west, but it's a few more hours
Hmm.
that you don't have to drive. So those of you out west that can make that drive to Kentucky, it's a little bit closer. And Steve, you talked about we've talked about previously that you're planning on more shows even than just two in the future. Do you want to touch on any of that before we go?
Well, I think unless I can get somebody working for us, but I think we're looking one on the East Coast. We want
Mhm.
to touch the Virginia, Potomac River, or South Carolina, Georgia,
Hmm.
all that East Coast is what we want to touch. I
Hmm.
know you, and I'm still contemplating on it, but I know you're wanting to be
CatCon at the beach.
at the beach. Yeah, I'd enter if I really thought it. You think it would really go over? I mean, people would go to the beach and
Oh,
the
you got
catfish.
we got 101 people watching. Y'all put a thumbs up in chat if you would
Yeah,
go to a CatCon that was near the
let's see it.
beach.
Like,
Let's see how
what
many
beach would you
people.
go? What
You got
what?
that's the thing. You got 3 beaches to choose from.
All
There's
right.
Folly Beach, Isle of Palms, and you got uh shoot, Sullivan's Island is the other one. Oh, Mike Chavez said thumbs down. But then we got Joe and we got Dan, Maurice, Lance, LG. Uh, Mike Chavez said Virginia. Thumbs up. We got lots of thumbs up coming in.
On the beach,
Thumbs
huh?
up. Yeah.
You can't catch no catfish on the beach.
Well, here's the thing, and everybody in chat can kind of get what I'm saying. North Charleston has an awesome convention center, and right around the convention center is outlet malls, shopping, food, restaurants. Then 15 minutes away, you have downtown Charleston, where you have some of the best seafood restaurants on the earth, I think. Um, you also have access to beaches. But guys, listen up. 30 minutes the other way, or 15 to 20 minutes the other way inland, you have Santee Cooper. And you can go fish Santee Cooper, Lake Moultrie. So you get your spouse interested, your kids interested to go with you. Uh, they get to go shopping. They get to go to the beach. You get to go to CatCon and possibly get to go fish one of the most popular lakes in the southeast. I'm just saying,
I'm just
CatCon
saying.
at the beach.
At the beach.
But no, there really is a lot to see down here. Myrtle Beach, no way. Myrtle Beach, you get shot in Myrtle Beach. Oh
I can
man,
remember going to Myrtle Beach when I was a young kid, and it was amazing. And I went there
mm,
as an adult, and it was dirty. I've never
just
been back to
very
Myrtle Beach.
yeah. No, but I think anything on the East Coast people would love, uh, just because again, all that driving, is tough on people, and some people can't afford to fly. So you'd be touching the Midwest, uh,
Hmm.
Kentucky, always be one of Kentucky, and then out east. I think a lot of people would love that. Let's see,
Yeah, and
we
then
got
we talked
lots of thumbs up.
we talked about having a floating one. One that just
Hmm.
bounces from city to city, and keep three major ones and bounce around. So we'll see how it pans out.
Hmm. Yep. Well,
We're just
Steve, we've been on here just about an hour. Is there anything else you wanted to touch on last minute, for anybody who's still on the fence about coming?
Well, we just come on out. We'd love to see you. We'd love to show you what we got, what we offer. Lots of catfish stuff. If you like catfish tackle and gear, this is the place to be. If
Hmm.
you just want to look, this place happens to be a melting pot, I guess, for everybody that wants to come in and just be a part of the community. So come on down and have some fun.
And
Barbecue,
eat
yeah.
some. Our friend Jason Ward's coming, and he's already me and Mike Murillo and Anna, and we're all going to get some barbecue at some point. So
I'm
that's
gonna
going to be
stay out
awesome.
of it myself. I got to
Yeah.
that's the devil for me right now.
Barbecue is the devil. You can at least get some chicken
Devil.
wings.
Nah. I do eat a little bit of chicken right now, but yeah, barbecue right now would just knock me off my diet plan completely. You'd see me in a coma, curled up in the corner somewhere, barbecue sauce all over my face. But yeah, I better stay away from that stuff.
Well, you can come out while we're eating barbecue and you can eat a salad.
There you go.
Peel and drag. I'd love to meet you, man. I hope you can to get out. Yeah, Steve's lost a lot of weight, man. He's all about healthy living now. So we all need to be like that. So
Yeah, I had a
let's
little
see.
scare. A little scare make you
Yeah,
do some different things.
that's right. Papa T, we hadn't talked about CatCon on the West Coast. It's just you got to have a market for things, and we're not going to get too much into it, but Steve did say that there'd be a floating CatCon that they're working on, so it possibly could go farther west. Possibly could go to
Hmm.
Texas. You know, the sky's the limit, and it just depends on if there's a market for it. It's bad business to go someplace where there's not a market for it. So, and although there's individuals that would be interested, you have
Yeah.
to appeal to the masses.
Well, as far as west, we'll probably get in the next few years is Texas. We Texas is on our radar. We've got some folks working, trying to work with bring us out there to Texas right now, but it's just trying to figure out when and where and finding the time. People don't
That's
realize
true.
how much time these things really take up.
Hmm.
I was fishing
Absolutely.
again, real hard. I don't know if y'all noticed that or not, but now I'm not. You don't see no more videos because I'm working on these. But after Catfish Conference, I'm going to go somewhere.
Me too. I'm gonna go try out these
Bottle bobbers.
bottle bobbers. Those look really cool, and yeah, hopefully I'll have my boat back, Steve. I put my boat in the shop to get a enclosure on it, and it's been 3 weeks, man. I'm ready to get it back. I'm
Oh,
missing it.
enclosure. I thought it had
Yeah.
all that.
Oh no, no. I'm getting it wrapped in plastic, just
The
like
whole thing, or
just
just a portion of it.
just like the cabin area.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
that's
So
going to be nice.
the whole front deck will be open, and it'll be
You got
hoodie
your little
weather.
buddy.
It'll be hoodie weather for Kevin all year long.
Yeah. Well,
So
I know I can
awesome.
get mine about 80 degrees inside there, so I got short weather in there.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Well, y'all, we thank y'all for coming and joining us tonight. You had some excellent questions. I've seen some people I've never seen before. Thank you for joining us, Steve. Thanks for coming on, agreeing to come on my channel and talk about
Yep.
it. And y'all start if you can't make it to CatCon Kansas City, consider coming to Louisville. And if you can't get to either one, then be sure you're subscribed to the uh, Catfish Conference YouTube page. The link is in the description. Go click on that and click subscribe because there'll be a lot of live events coming from both of them, and I'll be your guy bringing those to you. So make sure you check them out. Click subscribe on that and click the bell notification because they might just be random. We'll randomly go live. We're trying to work
Yeah.
on a schedule right now, but right now it's just easiest just to go ahead and hit that bell. That way you don't miss it.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, Steve, thanks a lot. I'm gonna pray us out, and we're gonna get out of here.
All right.
Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day. We just thank you for this broadcast. Thank you for all the people who came to watch, and we thank you for this Catfish Conference. And we just ask you to bless it and all those who come and all those who prepared it. We give you all the praise, honor, and glory. It's in your name we pray. Amen. All right, everybody. We'll see you at CatCon. Until next time, happy fishing.
Thank y'all. See